Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Welcome back to part 4 of our Necromancer SOVL run. The infinite legion of skeletons continues its march. We're not slowing down for any reason. This is all very lovely. Well, I'm considering though I might stretch these guys out for the maximum number of attacks because they don't really care about like not having morale or anything along those lines, and then I can expand them with. That's still pretty small, so we'll leave you as you are, but the rest of them can probably just start to stretch you and then use greater raise. Right, for our progress we can either take an elite battle or a standard one, and after that we get a fight. We'll basically heal to full if we really need to anyway, so I think going through the harder path is the way to go, and we'll get to here, take a battle, and then we can hedge. We can see, are we in a really bad state, we need to come into the rest, or take that battle. Really we should take that no matter what, because we're just going to rest there anyway, so kind of that is really valuable in that you don't care how badly dinged up you get at this point, you just get it all back for free here anyway. So yeah, I think we'll take the maximum amount of gold available to us, which has us go through this way. Face Shadow Master Itch, so rat men. They're going first, that's fine. Right, on this map, so we get this large impassable slab in the way here. What I like to do is I like to stack my guys all on one side. It's pretty neat because anything on this side that the AI deploys, you can kill, it'll come towards you, you can kill pretty quickly. And everything on this side is going to have to slowly but surely drag its way around. So you'll kill everything here and then you can come back with your force and kill everything there. So it's typically a pretty handy way of dealing with it. So let's have warriors will come up here. We can have the spears can go up there. The White Lord will have you two in the sort of back as a reserve. Just make sure he's kind of off the wall so that he can twist and free himself properly. So something like that. The other thing I've noticed is that I've tweaked this. There is a setting in the main menu that changes when the unit icons change from icons to the model. So I've set it to far, so these pop in a lot more common now. You'll see them more. There is a possibility of setting it so it's always on, but there's a flaw with that. Namely, when you're facing any of the DLC factions like this, if I set it to always on then zoomed out, what would end up happening is none of these icons would be here, so I'd have no information on what on earth was going on. I'd be completely blind. It's not necessarily the best way to handle it. Please start to come forward. I just want to put a couple units forward because I don't want these long rifles targeting my skeleton knights, as they do their lethal shots down there in the bottom left to do double wounds, so they'll instantly kill a knight per hit, which is pretty bad. Okay, I'm now pretty safe, so I'm just going to start passing. They've got some shooting in the form of these. That's the only, but they're so short range. You can see there, you don't really have to worry about them. This, however, is going to hit you from a million leagues away, so we're going to have to sacrifice a few skellies to take the brunt of that for me. Now I have to go, so they haven't shot it yet, so I'll just wait a bit. The plan, of course, is that once it does fire, we'll race the skeletons up here and then hit the side. Start using spells. I guess we'll give them Unholy Vigor just to make sure they get there. Twist this way and get ready to face all of this down. There we go, good. They're shooting at the skeleton spears. Kill a bunch of skeleton spears, I don't care, they're pretty replaceable. Many more in the cemetery where that came from. If I'm cheeky, I might be able to get hit them in the side here. Just we need to make sure we're not being blocked by that terrain piece. So they're there. That's the centre of their unit. That's the centre of mine. That should be relatively straightforward. We're in that. We've actually overcompensated, but I think that'll be okay. So we'll get rid of them immediately. So this is what's going to be problematic. They've got these ratkin monstrosities we're going to have to fight our way through. Very low damage bowmen. Come forward and start chipping away. 3 hits, good job. Hey, 2 dead. Halberdiers are actually quite worrying, so I'm glad to get rid of them when I have the chance. Turn 2. There's only one thing to do, which is this. Eliminate long rifles. They'll then start moving towards me and I can get kind of flank around them and trap and kill them. Or they'll just stand there and accept death. Okay, can I get far enough up to catch them? No, I'd have to use... Okay, this turn, what I'm going to do then, it's pretty crucial that I use Unholy Vigor on this unit so I can get it into their side. So I'm going to Unholy Vigor this now, and then next turn when I do the charge, I can use Raise Dead to get a load of them in there. Forward come the Alphas, so these are effectively, you can't see them there, but the image has big troll equivalents, 3 wound infantry. Just going to pass now because I'm happy to see what he does before I make a move. He used his own Hex of Ruin on my knights. Okay, that's obviously pretty bad, but the good news is he's used it at the worst possible time because I'm going to get 1 attack from the long rifle, so I'll take the damage. I'm absolutely not using Cursed Animal against that. That'd be an egregious waste of resources. Just shuffling around these units at the back. That'll take a million years to get to us. That's slightly annoying. Can I still? I hope I can still get to him. I probably can, because what I could do is I can hit them in the side with this unit. Let's just game it out so I can now see what I'm doing. So can I get these get far enough to get beyond them? So like so. They can't see me, I can see them. So they'll try and hit me, but I can hit them with that unit. And that'll leave my knights free to rummage around back this way. Reasonable, okay, that's good, fine by me. They're going to start coming out. I could probably, if I'm lucky, I might be able to charge them. We'll see what I can get away with. Here, you have to come forward to stop that unit. So, do I want to... I'm probably better off using this now, because obviously it doesn't wear off until you're in a fight, so don't use any of these because they're in combat, but I can start Unholy Vigoring these, wouldn't be a terrible idea, just so they've got the speed. There's no point in saving it. Find where you are. More flames are coming this way. There's nothing else that can stomp its way towards me here, so that's just shooting at these is pretty pointless. They've got, well, the defense is actually equivalent between those, so I guess killing off one of them, as unlikely as it is, would be better than anything else. It's going to take a while. Oh, there's a monstrosity, but okay, that's definitely something my knight's going to have to deal with. What I can do is I can charge my knights, use Curse Standard and Greater Ruin it in that turn. That should get me a win over the monstrosity. It might take some damage in return, but so be it. This is tidied up. This is tidied up. I say that it's a unit of heavy armored troops, so that's actually going to be quite hard for them to deal with on their own. I don't know if they can win that, honestly. But there's nothing you can do over there because this is already all spoken for. So come back. Start positioning yourself to deal with this mess. Should be relatively easy. Yeah, they're all dead. It doesn't hit me. Good use of Hex of Ruin by the enemy there. Really benefiting from crippling my armour. Now let's be careful about our charge orders here because I don't want to accidentally do that first. So we'll do that first so they can't move. And now I can do that to pin them in place. Perfect. I could put them into the front. I don't particularly want to. This is a bit where he might come forward and flame me. I can use Greater Reanimate to make them stronger and get their health back, so I probably won't take any damage. So I'll leave it to the Skeleton Warriors. I don't want my 6 and 2 3s really. The Halberdiers are really effective against the Knights in particular because if you have a look at their ability. They don't add power or anything fancy like that on a charge, but rather anything they attack can never save on better than a 4+. So they're specifically designed to kill monsters and elite things with high defense. Regardless of how high your defense are, they will wound you on 4+. So really good. So I'm just going to stay out of there. It's pretty horrendous putting Cav into a unit of Halberdiers. He's used Deadly Strike on himself, which is pretty irrelevant because it grants him double wounds, but our Skeleton Warriors have 1 wound each anyway, so you've done nothing. Come the big fellas, and the not so big fellas. They've now Hex of Ruined that unit, which is really well. Actually, it's a lot better than Hex of Ruining that unit, for instance, because I'm only going to get like 3 attacks or so into me, so I can pretty much just chill it and ignore them. If they did that one, I'd be in a lot more trouble. So good choice, AI. I approve. Here comes the big one, so they're probably already in range. You have to start positioning around them. Do I want to use? Yeah, I'll probably use this on something else now. You haven't been Unholy Vigored yet, and you haven't been Unholy Vigored yet, so that one. Make kiting a bit easier. They're going to get me for a while. I want to wait to see where they move because I want to catch them with the cavalry, so just see where they end up, I guess. This is all moved down here, so we're free to start blasting away. Ooh, 6 hits, not bad. Hey, we killed one. Good shot. And we're not going to take this charge yet because it's a bit too early. They've still got way too many guys left. But I see what he's doing. And he hasn't moved in such a way that he can bother me, which is good news. Depends how far forward he comes, I guess. What I'm going to have to do... I get like up here? No, I get stuck on the terrain if I go too far. No, I'm still trapped on terrain if I do that. Still trapped. There we go. Kind of wiggle my way out. Oh no, I'm just pinned in. Sort of eventually squeeze my way. I can't get all the way out, but what I can do is this because it allows me to. I was hoping to see him. That's annoying. I bet you anything I'm going to have to fight that monstrosity anyway. I don't think I can brute force my way through here via wiggling. Well, maybe I can. No, I can't go any further like that. And just because I no longer have greater reanimate, I can't do any more there. I kind of did this and just kind of came as far forward as possible. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, maybe. There? Possibly. That possibly counts. I can't do any better. That's it. That's as good as it gets. So I got there and then twisted a bit. 0.4. That slightly improves it. Okay, now I'm fairly confident I can reach them. And my centre of my unit's there, so I'm not going to get blocked or anything. So it just depends on what that does. Here, just step over it. Well, presumably they're going to win that. So I'm not going to waste time. Oh, they're defense 0. Ouch. Those 3 guys are going to do some nasty damage. But by numbers, I should prevail. So I'll have you not move too far this way because I want to leave enough wiggle room for him to be able to come through. So yeah, just like that will do, honestly. You don't really need to move at all. Okay, so we are 100% having to deal with him in the straight fight. Okay, that's fine. Good use of Greater Ruin. Otherwise, you just... oh, spells! Okay, what do I want to do you think? These Skeleton Warriors are probably the weakest thing I have and could need the help. You want to save. You need 1 Greater Ruin for this, and you probably need 1 Greater Ruin for that one as well. There's 2 of these monsters now. Something I noticed is worth pointing out in the beta test I'm playing, which allows me to see the models. It's changed the enemies you face, so it's rebalanced all of these. So never before would you see 2 Ratkin monstrosities here. This is considerably harder than usual. So a bit of something new for the veterans here. Otherwise, Greater Reanimate, it's not going to give me extra guys, but it will make them stronger. Power and Defense 4. Which is kind of moot because they're... Well, actually it does matter because we'll be power 4, go to power 5, which makes hitting easier. Probably would be better off just taking a greater raise and having a load of skeletons. There we are, a colossal number of skeletons. Almost max 8 more. That'll probably do. Just have you back away, I don't want these combats to happen yet. Okay, can I break these into the side? It's not guaranteed because they're pretty weak, my units, but you should be able to do enough damage to convince them to go away. Take 3, win by 4, not bad. Yeah, that's enough. And here, this is the slightly unlikely one because of the... Oh, double 6A, look, let's go skeletons, show him his boss. Plenty of attacks because we stretched our ranks, and we killed many of them. We lose... Oh wow, all saved skeletons, excellent work. And they break, fantastic. Out of the way. Someone's going to get flamethrowed this turn, I'm afraid. I can't help you. This is happening. Great. Just my strongest versus your strongest. I can't catch him, which is unfortunately you're going to get barbecued, but then you can take the opportunity to slaughter your way through this stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's the only charge we have. I'm going to pass a whole lot. I want to see... Really, obviously the movement's nice, but I really want to see if these rally. If they leave, great. If not, I'm going to have to devote resources to dealing with them. I'm forced to make some decisions now. That Ratkin Alpha's unit range is really annoyingly good. It makes it hard for me to do any like clever flanking. I guess I could put 1 unit into the side and Unholy Vigor myself because it gives me more speed. So, is that side arc? No, I need to get even further that way. I can still see them. No, it's definitely starting to go a bit further back and twist. Okay, so that side. So I could get one into the side and one into the front just to really hammer the unit, and then hopefully just overwhelm it with sheer number of attacks. So you'll go there and hit them in the side, you go hit them in the front, and you two just run away from the monstrosity for a while, because I need to kind of kite around it for a bit. Again, I'm using spear units to charge, which is a bit silly. We'll go ahead and use this now, because it's a pretty important fight. Yeah, you're going to get... Oh, that's a... We lose all 4 of them, but that was a pretty dismal roll for them. We got lucky there. Okay, and then over here, you come forward so you can engage that in combat. Don't want to get hit by that annoying unit. Basically caught by them would be really irritating. So if I deploy like this, they could put me then into there, which would be somewhat irksome. I don't think there's anything I do about that because I can't get far enough to escape there. If I can, does that make it so I can't rear charge? That's my front. 1, 2, 3. So there's their front, there's theirs. I don't think it gets in the way of me charging them. So that's still a side charge. And this is obviously still a front charge because I can see them. So I think that works, as bizarrely oriented as it is. Will they come? Okay. You are participating in this mess for this turn, so away we go. Oh, the power of moving faster via magic. Undead magic. Start chipping wounds off the monstrosity. Not liable to do anything because it's defense 6, so yeah, it has to roll 1s, but worth a go. Okay, so they rallied, but if I win this combat, I think I can immediately just hit them in the back, which is convenient. Right, you get out of the way. And then we're definitely going to Greater Ruin this, so it can't hurt us, and I can really smash through it in one go. Safe, yeah. And they also rally. Okay, so I need to put these here to deal with that. I'm not going to have you come back. Start flanking my guys. Here we go. See, they hit on 4s, but it has Frenzy, so it rerolls, so it hits 4 times. Usually it'd be power 7, but we've reduced it to 4, which is great. So we save on 3 plus rerolling. Take no damage. Okay, we've basically won already. 10 hits, and it's only... Oh yeah, it's a perfect threshold of us being power 6 and it being defense 3, so we just win. Okay, charge it. So you're going to hit them, which is fine. Oh, that did work, but I blocked my line of sight. Bollocks. Okay. Alright, it's... yeah, just take them then, sod it head on. Killed my ability to see them. So obviously the temptation is to start charging into their range stuff here and chewing through them, but then this will turn around and just kill me, so deal with that first. It will mean we're going to get barbecued really badly in the next turn because I won't be able to catch them, but what choice do I have? In you go, in you go, in you go. We can't reach these for now. Yeah, that'll have to do. Oh, that's going to suck. Sorry, guys. Interesting that they went that way. It's not necessarily the best choice available to them. You're going to crash that. I might, again, force feed it a unit of bowmen just to hold it in place while I deal with this other annoying stuff. Definitely curse standard this turn. You might as well make use of your attacks. They stayed in place because what else are they going to do? This should be fine. This should be fine. So just a question of how am I going to deal with this mess? Oh, if I'm fast enough, can I just get straight by him? Not quite, unfortunately. Oh, maybe... Oh, I can. Great. Just go to there and hit them in the side. Completely disregard him. Okay. And then spell-wise... I don't particularly need Greater Ruin, so what I should probably do is Greater Raise this unit, because we're about to sustain a lot of casualties. So I might as well just... Oh yeah, 25 skeletons into that, maxed out. Never mind, we'll sustain no meaningful damage, because it's all going to bounce off of us. You stay there to kill them when you have the chance. How incredibly rude of you. Because they've missed their opportunity here, I can probably just shoot and scoot here rather than getting killed. Can I go that way? It would be nice, because no, I can't lure him that way, so he's going to have to keep going backwards in this direction. Avoid those irritating woods, please. Okay. Can't twist around, so I'm just going to have to... as far as I can and turn. They're all staying in... Alright, so I've left this unit for last, because what on earth am I going to do with it? Obviously, they're going to this is hopeless. I'm going to come down this way. I'm never going to be able to get through there and be helpful on account of the fact that you can't fit a unit there or do the charges. You'll just get... But bizarrely, actually, the backwards way, I think you would be able to legally, if you can see them. So I better arrange them. If you could put a unit there and draw line of sight, you would be able to phase through that and complete the charge, which is weird, but you don't want to charge that unit head on anyway. It's pretty mean. It's one you want to flank, so we're going to come around here and eventually be useful. It's fine. Okay. Right, let's see how badly this goes. So they hit terribly. Excellent. So yeah, that's the only thing they can really do. And we have a lot of attacks back, so even with their great stats, we should be able to... We only just won combat, but just is good enough. Admittedly, I'm not getting a lot of attacks because I lost a whole rank. And this is just me hitting them in the back, so I don't expect a whole lot in return. Yep. So, oh dear. You might save me from one round of barbecuing, but not the other. That's just a win. Be gone, skulkers. There we are, straight off the field. So yeah, I was unlucky. I was hoping I could charge him into the side and kind of combo and chain around, but no such luck. So we'll have you go into there. You're going to have to accept your fate, I'm afraid. Moved that exactly where it was, which is not genius, but okay, if you insist, you can stand there. Let's just pass a bit. I can't stop them from flaming me, so deal with it. Okay, he's moved to there. Might be lining up a charge for a White Lord there, who knows. So you just move and shoot him again. There's no way we're getting you in combat. Fighting one of these things from the front is very silly. Can get into short range, which is nice. A couple extra hits. No wounds. Great. Great work, Bowman. Skeleton Bowman, if you haven't realised, aren't necessarily the best unit in the game. So my two... What are you going to do? Well, I think, realistically, if they rally, I can just charge them again and then start comboing into these. If they don't, they'll run off and I can just charge and kill these in order, so you don't have to worry about them. So I don't think there's any point in having you hang around here. You'd be better off coming down this way and helping with this mess. But if we think about it, how would they? This is going to get mopped up and won by us this turn, presumably. And then I'll charge them into the flank and maybe greater ruin them so I can definitely break them or something along those lines. So what exactly would you... I guess you can come help with the monstrosity. It's got a lot of HP. Okay, here we go. Oh, good. That was quite lucky. The Banner of Mist I think we purchased on that means they... Yeah, we have so they subtract 1 from hit rolls. Funny interaction. So when you get normal things shooting at you, so they roll a dice and whatever the dice result is, they subtract a hit. So, but with flamers, they don't hit normally. They roll a dice and then that's the number of hits they get. So it would have been 3, 1, 1, which is pretty unlucky. So they get 5, but then it's -1 from each dice. So it's 3 -1, 1 -1, and 1 -1. So it's actually 2, 0, 0. So they're 5 turned into 2. So I get 4s, re-rolling. I take 1 point of damage. I think we could somehow tolerate that. If I'm a bit clever, what I might do now actually is scoot him up here. Because this unit is going to try and get around here to flame me. If they rally, fine, I can deal with them. If not, I can then charge into that one instead. So let's just twist my way as far as I can this way. To escape their awful... To try and see if they'll probably get to there and shoot me anyway, but it's worth a try. Hey, they mucked it up and went the wrong way. Excellent work. Okay, and then my spellcasters, so they're the tricky ones, so I left them to the end. Well, you're just moving up here to engage the wretched beast. Don't know whether I particularly want that. They rallied, so I will be hitting them in the back. And then here, we have a Greater Ruin, we have a Reanimate, and we have an Unholy Vigor. Probably save that, or at least one use for this, because we'll start sustaining losses, I suspect. Otherwise, what else could I use it for? Probably this unit when it goes... Well, we definitely want to save that for that one. So, nothing for this turn, really. Just put this on this so it can be useful. Yeah, we got max attacks with the Spearman already. Okay, so this is Izodal doing 2 wounds to the Alphas. Let's go, Izodal. Only 5 hits here. This is going to hurt a bit. Only 2. Excellent save on our part. 20 attack. So we have the same number because we doubled the front rank's attacks last time, but now we've added the third rank, so it comes out as exactly the same, which is amusing. I only use 2 skeletons, so I'm still at beyond the maximum unit size. And yeah, we just slaughter them. Their low skill is actually particularly beneficial for us because we usually struggle to hit, but not on this occasion. Okay, they're going to charge me. Do I want to... it would be a count... I was contemplating putting one in the front and one in the rear and just overwhelming them, but no, I'm just going to have to do it this way. So be it. That does, I think, unfortunately put... I was going to say it unfortunately puts Izodal in a duel, but it's with another spellcaster, so they're going to be doing nothing to each other. They're wet noodle combat here. You absolutely want to take care of them. Don't let them come back. Do I really want this charge? Or do I want to wait for them to come over and like sandwich him from both sides simultaneously? Problem is he's not going to get here in time. If he turns this way, I don't think I can escape in that direction, so yeah, I'm just going to feed that unit of skeletons to them and the White Lord. Nothing you can do, nothing you can do, nothing anyone else can really do to help. Okay. They're coming down this way now, which is interesting. Right. You can come over here and I suppose hit that unit. It'll turn and face me because it's not going to be able to kill me all, so it will definitely still be there, so just get in there to help. They stayed in place because they want to target and shoot that unit, but they can't, so they just wasted their turn effectively. You barrel on down here for when that inevitably goes awry. Oh, if we could get that unit to the side. In fact, we can. Okay, we definitely want to put that one in then, Sod Bowman. Be a bit clever about positioning here. So I can definitely see them. Should be fine, and it's definitely... I say it's definitely side arc. You want to be further down this way to make sure you get to the right flank, so... Which actually gives me more movement, which is good. So to there. Pretty confident I can see them. Pretty confident that's a side charge. It should be okay. They've just shuffled around. It doesn't really matter. I'm kind of stuck here for progress. I mean, how do I'd like to engage that unit if I had any say. This is a bit ugly. Nope, need to go even further. So what's going to happen is I'm going to presume this is going to hold, at which point it's going to turn this way. I don't know if there was one here, would I be able to see it? Probably not, is the risk. I'll make this easier for myself. I have to twist at least this much in order to get away from my own unit. Surely that'll do. Now, yeah, if they're dead, surely I can catch them and it'll be a majority side charge. You would hope, wouldn't you? We'll give it a go. They're still running, which is good. And then you've got some spells. Hex of Ruin. Do you want to use that now? And maybe give the White Lords a fighting chance not to sustain catastrophic losses? Or do you want to use it on this one and hope that you can drag that down eventually? Probably this is more important because I will eventually defeat this monstrosity with numbers. Well, I say that, they're only power 3, so they're actually not going to be doing a whole lot, as in, you know, anything at all. Probably be better off. I'm told. Well, I kind of want to win both combats, so even if I did use Greater Ruin this turn, they probably can't kill it. You'd be better off waiting for them to engage, and then on the turn the Skeleton Warriors go in when you've got loads of attacks, then Greater Ruin it because you can kill it. So you've got this. So for the other use, I'll use Greater Reanimate on this unit to improve their... I say improve their power and defense. There's absolutely no point because where 4 will become 5 because we charged, will become 6 because of Greater Reanimate, but their defense 4, so it makes no difference. And improving our defense is irrelevant against Halberd, so that's a completely worthless idea. Instead, I guess I could improve their strength and defense to make it so they aren't so squishy. That would work because it helps for both power and defense. Moving from 3 to 3, from 4 to 4 helps in both attacking it and being attacked. So I think that's the better way to go. It also gives us a couple guys back, which is nice. Okay, so can we win this? So it's a duel between the spellcasters. Okay, great. Izodal just did 2 wounds to Ranquisk here, so we're winning. And we have a reroll damage saves because of annealing. I forgot about that. We picked that up from the vampire knight battle. Okay, our unit is just pretty quality. These guys, yeah, but they save on 4, so it hurts. Ouch. And they break. There you go, they did a lot better than I thought they would there. Well done. Here, this is relatively straightforward. The character gets to hit me. There is a character in there, we just can't see it because of the weird kind of graphical display, and then we're just going to break them and then charge into that, you would assume. Yep. And then you can charge that, and if they rally, we can charge that again. One unit can effectively conga between 2 broken guys back and forth endlessly. Can I... only 1 hit from you, I was hoping for more damage. No damage from the White Lord. And then the unit hits a bunch of times. Hey, 4 wounds, not bad. It gets hit all hits, but we save on 5s, not 6s, because I improved our defense, which makes no difference because the only saves we made were just 6s. And we won, and it lost. Take that. We lost to a small unit of skeleton spears and a White Lord. That was unexpected. What was I saving Hex of Ruin for? Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Nothing to do. One of you is going to get toasted. Sorry about that. Can I run away from it? No, because whatever unit I try and get away... I mean, I might as well try. There's no point engaging any further combat here. It's kind of redundant. No, all I've done is giving it the more elite unit to toast. Ouch. My poor White Guard. I'm going to have to heal them. I don't think they're particularly good money generators anyway, so it's not exactly the end of the world. Spells. It doesn't really matter. We'll just hold on to... I guess greater... Well, I want to say greater reanimate just in case they take damage somehow against, say, if they recharge that. So just for now, we'll cling on to it. They break, good. I can definitely use it next turn. You just get out of the way. No further combat for you. They rally though. Okay, I'm probably not going to bother fighting them anymore. They've sustained so many losses that this is definitely the best target. In terms, if you can kill one, then 5, 5, 6. Okay, just reducing that damage output would be very convenient. Stay where you are. Their morale will drop so severely now that they're just going to give up and basically pack it in anyway. We're fine. Sustaining further losses is a bit pointless. Can't quite reach that unit yet, which is a shame. Charges. They might come back here and flamethrower on me, which is fine because then I can just heal the unit. I'm never going to let you get into combat with them, don't even try. No point in doing any of these yet. I can still reach them, that's funny. So that's enough to kill one. Hey, we got one. Less damage output. Excellent work. They are going to come back and flamethrower my unit. Also, I will probably lose one now. Yeah, the extra wound. So, good news, I have an extra turn to heal him back anyway, so no actual damage sustained. And in petty malice, I'm just going to go ahead and kill you next turn as well. Help speed up the end phase. Nothing else here matters, I'm just going to skip. I suspect that will go down to routing this turn. Yep. Don't be flamethrower, please. Just ignore these. We would, of course, we would eventually kill them, no problem, but why would we sustain a bunch of extra casualties? So here, the only thing that matters is doing this. Back up to 6, thank you. I don't know why it always shows the White Guard. Maybe it's because Izodal's in a unit of White Guard that it always pops up there. A bit weird. I mean, there shouldn't be any more turns, but just in case it bugs and forces me to fight, I'll go ahead and position myself accordingly. That. What else really matters? Just skip. Can you defeat? Yes. Shocking. Ooh, that was a hard one. We got through it. One of those rare fights where the enemy, because it's Ratman, they actually outnumber us despite all of our many skeletons. I think we outnumbered them in the end, but they did a good job keeping up with us there for a while. So the Necromancer leveled. Recruiter would be nice. Because get like a skill on a skeleton or something. But I'm going to be buying units, so we're a bit late in the campaign for that, so we'll just take Recruiter. The White Lord leveled. Another point in Recruiter, so you get instantly 2. That's a good idea, because then I can take like the extra unit size and whenever I buy, so they become like... I'm really reliant on size. Yeah, the attack for direct combat would obviously be more useful, but whatever. He's not exactly a super combat lord, is he? I like the skill, because skill 2 is just grim. It doesn't help our damage output, because the only thing that would help you hit against is skill 2 stuff, which is almost non-existent. But it means when skill 3 stuff is hitting us, it's harder for them. So it crucially lets us win combats on resolution, and then they break and run away. Here, I don't care. I could go stronger summons. There are, as has been pointed out, there's tiers of stronger summons beyond this, stronger summons 2 and 3. It's not particularly enticing because I know that the second tier is +1 movement. We've got 6 users of Unholy Vigor. We're not struggling for positioning. And then the third one is a kind of unit size plus replenishment hybrid thing. But my response to that is I could take 3 tiers of that to get there, or I could just take unit size. Seems like a more straightforward solution. So the Skeleton Knights at 6 is good. Bowman at 12 is good. 19 there is fine. 15 there is excellent. White Guard got kind of hammered, so and they're not generating a lot of gold, so they're a good unit to heal. And these Spearmen, who are with the... I guess I could up... I mean, there's not a lot of gold, so you might as well just take the... Yeah, just make the full unit. Okay, so that's where we are now. Do I want to stretch out any more units? They're good. They're okay. Just check. Yeah, only 15 and 15. I want to level them and get more unit size. I want to be up into the 20s. You're fine in your current position. We'll eventually get more White Guard and fill that out. You're okay, I think. Unless you want to go maximum skeleton. Probably not. It's unlikely. I only get 2 uses of the really good spell, Greater Raise. So I can only pick... So of these blocks, which you're going to be using it on, I can only help 2 of them. So I guess that one and that one would be the one to use, and then just leave the skeletons for now. I think it's still the way to go, because you would get more attacks, and we don't care about losing morale. The only downside is you are unwieldy and hard to flank around, but who cares? Yeah, so yeah, we'll have another fight, because as long as that one is, we've only had one fight thus far, so well worth getting in here. It's Abyssal Raiders, so the opposite. So we've gone from a horde army against, we're going to be facing some rather potent elites here, I think. Again, we'll have you go around the flank. There'll probably be something there. Either I can outpace it and get a front charge, or they'll try and catch me and I can recharge them. Happy either way. Spearmen, and I'll probably put the other unit of spearmen on that side so they can hold. You there, you there. No, Abyssal Raiders won't have any shooting, I was just considering, so we're pretty safe to ignore that. Okay, so there's their fast units. Much, much easier than the last one, you can immediately tell. We've got dogs, and we've got a champion. Okay, so what I'd like to do, I think, I can probably put the Necromancer's White Guard into the side of those dogs, so I make them nice and fast. So I shall. Oh yeah, no problem. You've been outmaneuvered by skeletons. How do you feel, hounds? These are going to take a while to get to me. That isn't. That's going to get here pretty quickly. So let's... I don't need these skeleton spearmen here. They serve no purpose. They're going to be needed over here. So just start shifting them over. They're effectively buying time with worthless units. I'm going to wait for him to come forward. The reason being is that I can then probably get away and turn around, and with Unholy Vigor that I'm going to have, I can charge him and deny him his charge. Denying a chariot charge is crucial due to their crushing charge ability, so they gain +2 power and +2 attacks when they charge. Most units are something like +1 power because of a hand weapon or something along those lines, but chariots are super reliant on hitting you with a charge. If you can deny it to them, you've effectively castrated the unit. It can't do anything. So it's a unit you really want to try and outposition if possible. In that case, it would have been smart if we put the knights here and like the bowman here to delay it. It would come forward and I can just put it into the side like that, but we'll have to do it the long way around. That's fine. You go ahead, and there's really not much point in shooting at those. They're just going to bounce off. What I'd like to do, I could, as I'd reach... Oh, I can't quite reach those hounds to shoot them. They'd be a good target because they can... I'm just going to kill them all anyway. You get like 1 attack, so don't worry about it. Take this shot and then run. The reason I'm not wanting to shoot the Abyssal Warriors is that they rolled a 1. So they have defense 5, which is already pretty good, but against power 3 they should be saving on 3+, because there's only 2 difference. They do, however, have the Abyssal Armor ability, which improves any and all of their saves by 1. So they get 1 better than what they should be. So a 3+ save becomes a 2+ save. Bad luck for them, they rolled a 1 anyway, managed to lose a unit to a Skeleton Archer, which is nice and embarrassing. They're going to come charging forward, so let's do this first. Yeah, they're just to there, and the reason I did that is because it allows me to, 1, do this. And now that I know they are, I can kind of just scooch back a bit and get ready for future turns. no reason to take that fight yet. That's their strongest unit, so we want to kind of think about it. Here, we now have the movement to do this, so we'll get away, turn around. Congratulations, we're now outside their charge range, and I'm going to hit them in the back. Front. We can't reach them in the back. Perfect. So that's that flank completely tidied up. You can then round on these more durable units. You're going to hit that, not on your life, and they're all dead. Okay, that was a terrible move. They just wasted their phase there. Do I want to use Curse Standard now? It's only got 5 wounds. It's got, what's the Chariot skill? 4 equal to mine, so I'll get 12 attacks, I'll get about 6 hits. I'll be power 6 against defense 5. It would actually help. Would be nice to save it for these bigger ones though, but I'll probably be able to recharge them. So let's just make sure I kill this right now and then get into something more useful quicker. Okay, so the only unit that really matters is that one. So I guess we'll just stall and see what they do. Oh no, they had another one. They could use their own ability. I can do that too. Haha. What do I want to do? Start using Greater Raise now, I guess. These Skeleton Warriors definitely get into combat, so yeah, them. Oh yeah, big numbers. 23 Skeleton Warriors. They stayed there just to kind of menace him a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skyrocket you up here. The hope is that I kind of get him forward so I can get him on 2 ends. Let's not accidentally trap my unit here. That'd be pretty foolish. Good, and then you can kind of squeeze like so. We'll deal with you in a minute. Yeah, let's Unholy Vigors make them faster. There's no reason to conserve it. Attention, you will now be skeletoned. Enjoy. Rizodal. Kills 2 dogs. She's doing really well in combat. It's actually pretty consistent. We always mock the spellcasters whenever they get stuck in a fight, but I shouldn't. She's doing rather well. Don't lose any white guard either. Excellent. Here, can I defeat this chariot in one go? They use their demonic possession skill, which is a weird trade. They lose 3 points of skill but gain 3 attacks. So when the human player, you perform a kind of off-the-cuff mathematic calculation whether or not you're likely to get more hits or not. In this case, because they dropped their skill to lower than mine, they were 5, now they're 3. I think it's worse for them. But they obviously got away with it. They're all nothing but great 3s. But I take only 1 damage anyway, so who cares? And then 4 hits on this. Definitely worth using the... Well, I would have lost if I didn't use the Curse Standard. That was a good idea. And I actually drew because I did so badly. Okay, you're going to charge into the flank and kill them. That was dismal, guys. Where'd you come? So this turn, I'm going to go ahead and give me my knight back. I'll never drop below 6, no matter what you do. Good, so this is kind of happening the way I wanted it to. So now that we're super fast, I'm going to go and do this. There. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Have you race up here? So eventually, I should be able to catch him in a pincer. Still me? Okay, we're going to move you first because you're currently in the way of my poor guys escaping here. I might have to do something silly like charge them in the side with the bowman to spare my poor unit here. Although I could just charge everyone in and Hex of Ruin them. Greater Ruin, because it reduces them to power 1, defense 2, which still I'll probably still take a fair few casualties, and then I can't Greater Raise and Hex of Ruin it in the same turn, which is the hassle. Which is a bit unfortunate. I probably should have used it on that first, and then I could have done that after. Slight misordering of spells here. Guess I could do this now to try and give myself a fighting chance of wiggling my way out of this. It'd be fine if I went this way. I will not be caught there. I mean, I can escape. It puts me in an awkward position where I'm going to inevitably have to deal with him anyway. So I think I will just stand here, take it. Greater Ruin and turn, and next turn I can then raise their dead. See it. Let's see if I take any more damage. Nope. We're now just going to kill you. Yeah. I do take another wound on the knight, so one of them's wounded. This is all academic. Yes, he's already dead. We're just being rude now. Turn 4. So you'll get it. So I'm going to intercept them to at least deny their charge, and I'll charge in here. No, we're not going to take that yet because we can obviously set up a surround. We'll overwhelm the high tier menacing super cavalry with our even better low tier skeletons. Okay, so they've done pretty much exactly what I wanted them to. Can I get into the rear, do you think? Where's it go? If you go too far forward and hit the wall, you won't. So where does rear arc start? Oh no, it's way too tucked. I can't possibly fit there. So side charge it is. And what I'd like to do here is get them to the other side. Yeah, no, it's a bit weird charging in spearmen because you lose the extra rank of attacks, but better than... I guess I could just use them and not charge them in, but why not kill the unit as fast as possible? Spells. Hex of Ruin this, absolutely. Greater Ruin, so it makes it easy for us to hit it because we're now... They'll still benefit from their Abyssal Armor, but they've gone from 2-up saves to... It would be 5-up and they'll improve it to 4-up saves, so we might actually do some damage. Here we go. So the White Lord hits twice, good, and he's got... He would actually be hitting on 6s, so they're up to 5, so he killed one outright on his own. There we go, and then his accompanying spearman. Do another... Oh yeah, Greater Rune's doing good work here. We get 3-up saves instead of like 6s, which is what it would have been or something. Terrible from these guys, but should still be enough to prevail. Yeah. And they're gone. Yeah, Greater Rune just being a bit too strong there. They're going to charge me. Just kidding. Let's go ahead and finish them right now. Surrounded. Oh, that's brutal. They're getting collapsed on by menacing skeletons. Ooh, let's use this now. And just might as well. They rally, which is a bit of a nuisance. Can I get around there to stop them? Not with my own blasted unit in the way, I can't. Can you just get out of the way, please? Well, we're actually being outpositioned by a super slow unit of Chaos Warriors. Okay, you get out of the way that way. And can you, like, zoom over there? Not really, no. No, I can't quite get, so I'm going to have to do it like this instead. And then we'll shoot them in the back. No, you're going to have to roll 6s to hit, and then I have to roll the 1. Okay, so no damage. Fine. Over here, you will quickly get into relevance. Kind of have faith you'll be able to prevail. Now, do I want to Greater Raise this turn, or I would probably be better off Hex of Ruining this first, because after I do, I can then Greater Raise them in my turn when there's no combats happening. So let's do that first, yeah. So, okay, so here we go. So this is the spearmen. There are many attacks, good hits, guys. Yeah, they killed 8. That's outrageous. Spearmen should not be killing 8 Abyssal Warriors and lose 1 in return. Congratulations, you've done no actual damage because this is a beyond max unit size. They killed a single skeleton there. Their reward. There are no charges, none that I particularly want anyway. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this immediately because there's no point in hanging around. Not a good time to roll double 1 there, but never mind. Okay, so I'm going to have to think about how I contend with these. You can probably just go straight into their side again. Do I really want to take them on? Probably not directly anymore. It's not really worth the hassle. Oh, sorry, it's not worth. Let's just get away from them. Good. And here, just withdraw a bit. Spin. Everyone else should sit pretty. You must make a decision eventually. I'll have you come round here and kind of get around. So we're going to do that, and I'll probably Greater Reanimate these to make them hit a bit harder, take less damage. What am I going to do about these knights? I don't really want them to charge because they'll do a bunch of casualties for no reason. This first. Greater Reanimate. those. I'm not going to get any back, but it makes them tougher and just so sustain less injuries, I guess. I guess I could just use the knights to finish off their knights. No reason to lose skeletons for no good reason. Yeah, I can definitely reach them easily enough. Excellent. Now that I know we're safe there, what I can do, you get out of the way. I'm going to use these to charge in. So just in case they hold on, I can put them into their back. Good. No one else. I mean, there's a unit of bowmen there, I guess. And shoot. You see if you can kill one. Yeah, you got the extra one. Good work. And away. Here we go. Nothing from the White Lord. He's having difficulty hitting, bless him. And then no real damage because we're not able to. Oh, we're going to badly lose this. It's a. We had an amazing save, so we got away with it. Yeah, without. This is the problem. So this is without Greater Ruin completely crippling all of their stats. They're actually quite hard to deal with. Who would have thought? They're outing this turn. Annoyingly, that's a side charge, not a rear one. So I can do it though because I'm not going to lose any skeleton warriors because that's still beyond the number of actual skeleton warriors I'm meant to have. So no actual meaningful damage. Here, I have no spells. Just skip all the turns. Okay, so maybe do some damage this time. Hey, double one! Look at him go. And then the unit, it's going to be twos again. So they just keep rolling ones. I'm not going to stop you. Oh, that's a good hit roll. Oh no. Killed almost the whole unit. They got really annoyed at how badly things were going and just decided that to demonstrate what should happen should a unit of Abyssal Warriors fight skeletons. That is 1, which is technically 0, don't worry about it. Over here, this is probably a bit easier. You say that, we only just barely killed him. They'll rout this turn. What I would do is I'd turn that around, hit them in the back, and eventually get rid of that unit. But there you go, we lost the whole skeleton unit for that. Ouch. Sorry. Guess who's replenishing? So the white guard leveled. Unit size, yep. I think we're past the point where generating gold is a priority. We want to get those caps up. And the bowman leveled. Real ones for damage is nice, but I'd rather use them as a kind of pseudo melee unit. So more skeletons. More. 8 of 20 is obviously not great, so we'll go more there. That's not great. You're maxed out. You're basically fine. You're fine for now, and you're fine for now. So lots of gold. Very nice. This is definitely the most numerous army I've had. It's not particularly close. When we get to that final rest point, we're going to have an incredible number of skeletons. But at this point, I think we're going to stop there because the fights are individually quite long and taxing at this point. So the next part will be I'm healthy, so I'm going to take that elite for even more gold. We're going to have incredible cash to build our cemetery army. We're going to get as much as we can, go through here, take our rest, and take on the final boss. Yeah, that's where we'll give our skeletons a rest. It's not that they need rest, lack of lungs and all, but it's more a symbolic thing. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed our skeleton smorgasbord. If you do like and subscribe, it greatly helps out the channel, and I do really appreciate it. If you have any notes on the run or any kind of ideas for SOVL stuff you may like to see, or even other potential kind of Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer related-esque gaming stuff that you might be interested on the channel, please do let me know down in the comments. I take the time to read them all, and it is quite pleasing. Or if you just want to chat, that's great too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.